Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. Today is Saturday, April 17th, brought to you from Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo in Lakeland, Florida. With only one day left of the event, we're hearing that today may have set record numbers of attendance. But if you weren't here or want to catch up in all things Sun and Fun, we've got you covered. Sun and Fun has partnered up with Aero-News Network to provide to you with something called the Sun and Fun Digital Daily. This episode brought to you in part by STOL, propelling the future of aviation. On our program today, we catch up with Lights to get his take on Sun and Fun 2021. Also, exclusive interview with Blue Angel number 6 and STOL competitor highlights. Those stories and more are coming up on today's Sun and Fun Digital Daily special edition of Airborne Unlimited. Thousands of people came to Lakeland to watch the Blue Angels do their very elaborate maneuvers in the sky in their new Super Hornets. And let me tell you, they did not disappoint. So we spoke to a pilot who says he's happy to be back performing for the public.
Welcome back to Sun and Fun 2021. You're here with the Blue Angels with the new Super Hornet. How does it feel to be back on the performing circuit?
That's right, we're excited. It's our 75th anniversary, so obviously with a little hiccup there in 2020, we're very excited to bring the new Super Hornet out and debut that to the air show public, as well as our new C-130J Super Hercules. We couldn't be happier to be here with you guys.
What does it feel like to be flying that new Super Hornet? It's much bigger than the Legacy Hornet that you were flying.
That's right. It is about 30% bigger size-wise if you set it next to a Hornet versus Super Hornet. But for the most of us on the team here, we grew up flying Super Hornets, so it's nice to be back in our old habit pattern, so to speak. So we're excited for everyone to see it.
With the new larger airplane, does any aspect of your show routine change? Are there more things that you can or are limited in doing?
So that was one of the things we were very cautious about, is we wanted to make sure everything was as safe as possible. So even though this was a new plane that we're all used to flying, we went back in our habit patterns to break things down to square one for our winter training and start from scratch to uncover any issues we may find from the pilot side to the maintainer side, just to make sure that we were leaving no stone uncovered. And what we found was, as it's a similar model to the Hornet, it flies very similar, it behaves very similarly. We're able to kind of get up to speed rather quickly like we normally would and get you the same show that you saw on the Hornet, maybe with some few tweaks here and there, but overall, same great show you've come to see. We are very happy to be back on the air show circuit and get back here to Sun and Fun and see the air show community.
For those of you who fly cross-country, pull a lot of G's, or are simply tired of those bulky headsets, Pilot Communications has one of the lightest headsets in the market.
Cyrus, tell me what you're bringing from Pilot Communications.
Yeah, so we're bringing out our newest headsets. We're just showcasing it for the show. It's currently the lightest headset in the market. It only weighs 10 ounces, and it has a 5-year warranty. And we also added a Bluetooth module, so you can also pair your music and your phone to it, make phone calls. And the mix, which is the second feature for the muting, would just be if you're flying over and if you're doing, cross countries and you just don't want to listen, you don't want your music to be blocked off by constant ATC, you can just put it on mix, which will essentially not have it interfere, and your music will just be playing. So if you want to record anything from a camera or a digital recorder, you can do that. And you have an auxiliary input, and you also have a USB-C power input. So if you don't want to run the AA batteries, you can just have a cigarette lighter in the aircraft and it will power the device itself. You would just simply change the top cable and you can go into any application of an aircraft you want. And it's the only device currently that can pair to 2 devices, meaning you can also pair your iPad, say you want to do ForeFlight, that can send in notifications while you're still paired to your iPhone for your cell phone or music. So that was a big feature, which is definitely a game changer. And the difference between this one is it's the Carbon A1 for A&R, P1 for passive. So that's basically the difference between the two.
Otherwise known as cheaper.
Cheaper, right. But still good quality. We just made it essentially lightest as possible for more comfort. I know after long flights, pilots have a lot of wear, and a lot of clamping pressure, so just comfort is everything.
After the break, we show you an aerobatic airplane making an appearance at Sun and Fun 2021.
Whether you're charting a steady course or pushing for the ceiling, Hartzell Propeller has been elevating flight for over 100 years. It's in our passion for engineering and research. It's in our dedication to testing the limits of performance and creating propellers that are as safe as they are sexy. Now, together with our dedicated family of companies, we're propelling the future of aviation. We are Hartzell Propeller, built on honor.
Sarasota Avionics and Maintenance was founded on the principles of providing superior service and customer support at a competitive price. Our numerous FAA and ANAC certified repair stations offer a full array of avionics servicing and aircraft maintenance capabilities. After almost 40 years at the forefront of general aviation, we're proud to offer the best technicians and maintenance professionals around, and our experienced staff is ready to assist you with whatever you may need for your aircraft.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
We're especially happy to say that we're getting ready to go to Sun and Fun.
And to help even more people celebrate Sun and Fun, you can receive 21% off any King Schools course from right now through April 22nd. Just go to our website, kingschools.com, and use the code AIRSHOW.
Welcome back to Sun and Fun 2021 in Lakeland, Florida. Now, if you have some cool photos or videos you would like to share with us, make sure to use the hashtag you see on your screen. Making its debut at Sun and Fun 2021 is the Extra NG.
And more important than anything else, NG.
That's right.
What's happening with the program? Since we saw it at Oshkosh, everybody was all agog, and then we had a year in which nobody got to do anything good with anything. What's the status on the NG program?
Extra and Southeast Aero have been very hard at work over the past year getting the NG production up to speed and up to schedule. We're now selling positions for 2022 spring. We're up to serial number 35 in the production order. So we're very pleased with our performance. Interest in the airplane's been very strong, and the airplane's proving to be a great, exciting new product from Extra.
But NG kind of went in and swept right on through and said, oh yeah, we're not kidding now.
Well, the flying properties of the aircraft are extraordinary. It has a very wide envelope. It's user-friendly. It's sleek, it's fast, it's quiet inside, it's very comfortable. The ergonomics of the cockpit are spectacular, and the flying qualities of the aircraft are just unparalleled. The roll rate is faster than you can keep up with it, and what's most important to me is how balanced and harmonious the controls of the aircraft are. Sometimes it's hard to get an airplane that has the same pitch feel as roll, and this aircraft is fantastic in that regard. The throttle response, the climb performance of the airplane is just incredible. But more than anything is how secure you feel inside the airplane with the new seat, the new cockpit, the way it's laid out. I've never felt so safe and secure in a high-performance airplane as I feel in this one.
Bristell is showing off their 915 IS powered aircraft because it's reportedly the only LSA aircraft that can use that engine and stay within the LSA parameters.
Lou, 5 out of 6 days completed for Sun and Fun 2021. They had all kinds of doubters out there, but now everybody's a believer, and especially folks who come in here to see the Bristell and the recently announced Bristell 915. What's new?
Well, this may prove to be our best show ever, probably because we have a unique product in that the 915 Light Sport Bristell, as far as I know, is the only light sport that was able to qualify as a light sport with the 915.
Well, and as I understand, it's a real kick in the you-know-what.
So last time I flew it, I went from 400 feet to 18,000 feet in 12 minutes, averaged 1,500 feet a minute climb all the way up there, and when I was at 18, I was still getting 1,400 foot a minute climb.
What's the progress right now on getting 915s into the country? What's the equipment and pricing looking like, and what's the overall availability?
Well, we sold 7 since September, and we delivered 4 already. And because sales have been so robust, I've ordered 3 on spec. Some will be coming in 5 months, some will be coming in 8 months, 10 months. So we keep ordering planes to try and get in the production queue so people don't have to wait 7 to 10 months for delivery. So what's all important to all of us is safety, reliability, dependability. So the 915 IS Sport is an evolution of the 912 IS Sport. So the gearbox is stronger, the engine mount design is different, smoother, less vibration, less chance of any stack exhaust cracks. The ECU is set up a little bit different, gives it more fuel for more cooling. The intercooler is bringing the temps down so we can operate it without any temp issues, and I think the 915 is going to be great.
After the break, we catch up with John Light's Lean House, who tells us Saturday might be breaking record numbers in attendance. More news after these messages.
I remember developing A20 and thinking, is this as good as it can be? Can I make it better?
That drives a desire to truly make innovations and capabilities that people haven't even thought of, and really look for something that's new, different, and better.
You can't have the mindset that it's impossible to make it better. If you're already at that mindset, you might as well go home.
Welcome back to Airborne Unlimited, brought to you from Lakeland, Florida. We decided to catch up with John Light's Lean House from Sun and Fun, and he tells us they might be breaking a 47-year attendance record, and the weekend is not even over.
If there's a message to be had right now from where we're at day 5, what is it?
That it's so exciting to see that the aviation community is alive and well, and they're back. They're coming in droves. We've never seen this many airplanes on the ramp on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and today, Saturday. They're still out here. They didn't leave. The campground has overflown. It's gone all the way to more. We had to annex another 7 acres. We had to annex more parking. And what it's telling me is the world is ready to get back to life, and they're doing it in droves right here. People aren't standing around in large groups, literally. The halls are mostly thinly populated, and the people that want to wear masks are wearing masks, and those that don't are not. And of course, you know that the governor just put out the edict that masks are not required in the state of Florida. So it's a personal choice, and we recognize that, and we're still giving them out, and we're still fogging the buildings at night, and we're keeping hand sanitization stations loaded up and ready to go.
Do you have a prediction on your numbers?
Well, yes. My prediction is they will exceed all previous records, and I have a very strong suspicion that today will be the biggest day in Sun and Fun's history of 47 years.
Boy, does that bode well for the future?
It looks like a great turnaround, because I can tell you for years the average age out there probably was somewhere in the 50s, you know, 50 to 55, and now today that's down there in the 30s easily.
Sun and Fun 2021 is historic in a lot of ways. It was the very first icebreaker. It was the aviation industry's reentry into the real world. And let's face it, look out there, it's insanity in all a good way.
Right.
Message.
America, get back to work. Let's all stand up as great Americans, enjoy the freedoms we have. Let's make life good. We can do it. We just proved it right here.
One of the most exciting evening events is the short takeoff and landing competition. If you weren't here to see it, check out these highlights. that does it for our show today. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. Make sure to check out the website you see on your screen to see all things from Sun and Fun 2021. We would like to thank King Schools for making this episode possible, along with all our sponsors. And for the full list, go to our website. Make sure to tune in next week to see the rest of the highlights from Sun and Fun 2021, along with interviews from some of our MVPs. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.